Hey, I'm Jem. I help business owners generate leads. And if you're someone who wants more customers without doing all the heavy lifting, I also sell high quality leads that actually convert. If you're based in the US and you're tired of guessing where your next client will come from, check the links in the description. I'll help you get booked calls so you can focus on closing, not chasing. All right. In today's video, we're diving into something that every single business owner and content creator struggles with: coming up with fresh content ideas every day without running out. Here's what we'll cover step by step. What ChatGPT is, or any other AI tool for that matter, how to use it, what it costs, and what other similar AIs are out there. How to use ChatGPT to generate content ideas that fit your audience perfectly. How to take one single idea and turn it into 10, 20, even 30 different content pieces. How to make your ideas stand out with strong hooks and clear outlines that feel human, not robotic. How to organize this all into a 30-day content calendar that keeps you consistent. By the end of this video, you'll have a system that lets you create months of content in hours, not weeks. Let's start from the top. Yeah. ChatGPT is basically your on-demand digital assistant created by OpenAI. It's powered by artificial intelligence and trained on massive amounts of data. Think of it as a super smart writing partner that can brainstorm, plan, write, analyze, summarize, and even act like a strategist. It's conversational. That means you don't have to code or use fancy language. You just type in plain English like, "Hey ChatGPT, help me come up with 20 content ideas for roofing companies in Dallas." And it'll respond with ready to go suggestions. The more context you give it, the smarter it becomes. Now, how to use this? Go to chatgpt.com. You'll see a chat window like texting your smart assistant. You can start using it for free today. If you want better performance and newer features, go for ChatGPT Plus, which is about $20 per month. This gives you access to ChatGPT 5.1 now, so maybe we'll talk about 6 later. This video is going to be dated, but this is a much faster, more accurate version that's much better for generating high quality ideas and scripts like this one. If you're running a business and doing daily research or writing, the $20 plan is no brainer. It literally pays for itself in the time you save. Now, if you want to compare, Claude AI by Anthropic, very conversational, great at reasoning, and more human in tone. Gemini by Google integrates with Google Docs, Gmail, and YouTube. Perplexly, it's like ChatGPT, but focuses on deep research, giving you citations and sources in real time. But personally, for content creation, ChatGPT still wins. It's the easiest to use, integrates with the most tools, and understands marketing language the best. Now, why does this matter? Before you ever ask it for content ideas, ChatGPT needs to understand who you help and what your offer is. If you skip that, you'll get generic advice. Now, when you give it context, you'll feel like you're talking to your own content strategist. Now that we understand ChatGPT and how to use it, let's actually use it now in real time to make content that brings in leads. All right. Now that you got your AI assistant ready, let's move into the fun part: using ChatGPT to generate endless content ideas that actually attract your ideal audience. Now, you don't need more ideas. You need better, more specific ones that attract the right buyers. So in this part, I'll show you how to turn ChatGPT into your personal content strategist, like hiring a full-time marketing brain that never sleeps, but for free. Let's break this down step by step. Now, step one, tell ChatGPT who you help, your ICP. Here's where most people go wrong. They just jump straight into asking ChatGPT for ideas without even telling it who they are or who they're talking to. That's like asking that's like asking a chef to make dinner without saying if you're vegan or allergic to peanuts. It'll do something, but probably not what you need. So before anything else, tell ChatGPT exactly who you help, your company name, your details, what problem you solve, and what outcome you deliver. You use this fill in blank formula. So you just copy and paste this. I help who in location industry who struggle with pain to achieve result within time frame without common objection using method. Let me give you some examples here. I help roofing contractors in Dallas who waste ad spend to get 15 to 30 qualified estimate requests per month without running ads using SEO and local partnerships. I help family dentists in Phoenix reduce no-shows and add 20 new patients per month without discounting using recall systems and Google Maps optimization. I help D2C skincare founders increase repeat purchase by 20% in 60 days without coupon spam using email plus UGC content. Now, once you got that down, tell ChatGPT, here's my ICP. For the rest of this chat, act as my content strategist and keep all ideas laser focused on this audience. Boom. Now ChatGPT is no longer guessing, it's locked in. Now that ChatGPT knows who you help, let's tell it what you want it to do. This is where most people just say, give me content ideas, and then wonder why the results are generic. You want to be specific like this. You are my content strategist. My audience is roofing contractors in Dallas. My offer helps them generate qualified leads without ads. Suggest 25 short form content ideas that attract my target audience. Organize them by awareness, consideration, and decision stage. When you do this, ChatGPT instantly organizes your content ideas by funnel stage. So instead of random ideas, you get something like this, okay? Awareness, why most roofers waste money on ads that don't convert. Consideration, 3 ways to get steady estimate requests without paying per click. Decision, why I stopped using lead brokers and what I do instead. See how each one hits a different mindset of your buyer. That's how you build a content system that feels strategic, not scattered. Now, here's the secret sauce. Specificity sells. Anyone can post how to get more leads, but only you can say how Dallas roofers can get more estimates during hail season. So here's what to ask ChatGPT next, okay? Localize the examples for Dallas homeowners and include seasonal angles like hail season, summer heat, and insurance claims. This simple tweak makes your content feel real. It connects with the actual pain points of your market, and trust me, people notice that. Because when a Dallas roofer hears hail season or a Phoenix dentist hears back to school checkups, they stop scrolling because it feels like you're talking directly to them. No. Step 4 is filter for lead intent. Now, here's where we separate content that gets likes from content that gets leads. After ChatGPT gives you a list of ideas, say this: mark the top 5 ideas most likely to generate leads this week. Add a soft CTA for each one. Now, you'll get a short list of your money ready posts, the ones that make people DM you or click you for links. Now, ChatGPT will even write the CTAs for you like this: DM the estimate or for a free checklist. Click the link to get your free roof inspection guide. And just like that, you've turned random posts into a content system that drives leads. Now, step 5, save your best ones. Now that you got all these high quality ideas, don't lose them. Here's what I recommend. Create a simple Google Sheet or Notion board. Call it your idea bank. Okay, this is very important. And you want to make it nice so you can stay organized. You can also add a content schedule here. So just get creative with this document. And I recommend you do it on Notion. Okay. Every time ChatGPT gives you something good, drop it in there. Add columns like title, funnel stage, hook, CTA, performance after posting. This becomes your forever vault of proven ideas. You'll never start from zero again. Now that you got a list of high quality content ideas from ChatGPT, let's talk about how to multiply them. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see is when people come up with a great idea, post it once, and then never use it again. But smart creators, the ones who always seem to have content, they repurpose strategically. They take one core message and explode it into multiple angles across multiple formats. That's exactly what we're going to be doing here. It's something I call the topic matrix method. Okay. This method helps you turn one good idea into a month's worth of video posts and emails, all with ChatGPT doing most of the heavy lifting for you. Now, the goal here is to multiply one idea into an entire branch of content that works across every stage of your buyer's journey, from awareness to decision to post purchase. Now, first, this is step 1. Pick one core idea. So first, you start with one simple idea. Don't overcomplicate it. It can be a tip, a myth, or a question your clients always ask. For example, let's take this one: how to compare roofing bids beyond price. Simple, right? But we're not just going to post it once. We're going to explode it into 10, 20, even 30 versions, each one hitting a different angle, format, or funnel stage. Now, let's take a look here. Because here's the thing, your audience doesn't see every post, and repetition isn't boring if you do it right. It builds authority. And that was the reason why I wanted to mention that. Step 2, build your topic matrix. Here's where ChatGPT really shines. You can literally hand it one command and it'll organize your entire strategy for you. You can say something like this. Please copy the prompt here if you want to give it a try. It's very long, so I'm not going to read out loud, but basically you tell it to create a topic matrix with specific idea, and then, you tell it how you want to dissect it, and boom. ChatGPT will generate something like this, which I have here as well. You can take a look here. So this is a nice little matrix. So please use this, add this to Notion, and it's pretty neat, right? With one command, you've gotten a full ecosystem, content for every stage of the buyer journey and every platform. Now, instead of wondering what to post, now you got direction. Awareness equals educate. Consideration equals compare. Decision equals convert. Post-purchase equals retain. Because ChatGPT can do this in under 60 seconds. You can generate a month's worth of content ideas from a single topic in less time than it takes you to brew coffee. Step 3, add real proof or local touch. Now, use this command here. So we have that here. This is the step that separates good marketers from great ones. Anyone can post how to choose a roofer. But when you say, here's what Dallas homeowners should check before hiring a roofer, especially after a hailstorm, that hits different. It's specific, it's local, feels like you actually live there. So here's what you'll say to ChatGPT next. Use this prompt, add Dallas specific examples like hail damage, claims, etc., etc., etc. Now ChatGPT will rewrite those same ideas that I mentioned here, but this time with local credibility. It'll mention insurance adjusters, local permit laws, even specific Dallas neighborhoods. And when you post that, your audience will instantly trust you more because it doesn't sound like AI, it sounds like you. Now, choose your top five to post this week, okay? Once ChatGPT gives you the full matrix, don't post all of them right away, please. You want to pace your content like a smart storyteller. Here's what you do instead. Pick one from each stage of the funnel so you're always talking to people at different levels of awareness. Here's an example week. Monday, awareness. Why cheap roof coats usually cost more in the long run. Wednesday, consideration. 3 red flags in roofing bids that no one talks about. Friday, decision. Before you sign that contract, ask these 5 questions. Sunday, which is post-purchase, how to make your new roof last 10 plus years and keep your warranty. That's it. 4 posts, 1 topic, multiple angles. You didn't need to brainstorm anything new. You just let ChatGPT stretch one message across your funnel. Now, save your topic matrix template. Like I said, use Notion. Now, here's the cool part. Once you've done this once, you never have to start from scratch again. You can reuse the same matrix for every new topic. Just replace the core idea, update your target audience, and let ChatGPT repopulate it for you. In fact, you can say this, use my previous topic matrix format and apply it to this new idea. Why I stopped using lead brokers, keep the same structure and CTAs. And in seconds, ChatGPT will recreate your system perfectly organized by stage, format, and call to action. So now, instead of manually planning content every week, you have a repeatable machine that builds your calendar for you. Let's go back to our core idea here again. How to compare roofing bids beyond price. Here's how it might look in different formats. Short video, the $2,000 roof mistake most Dallas homeowners regret. LinkedIn post, why the lowest bid often ends up being the most expensive one. Email, 3 questions to ask before saying yes to that cheap roof. Blog, the ultimate Dallas homeowner's guide to comparing roofing bids. Same message, different angles, different channels. That's how the pros do it. They don't create new content every time. They repurpose strategically. All right, So now you got endless ideas and a system to multiply them into weeks of content. But here's the thing, even the best ideas won't work if nobody stops to read, click, or watch. That's where the next part comes in. How to write hooks and outlines that sound human, because attention is the new currency. So next, I'll show you exactly how to craft scroll stopping hooks that feel conversational, real, and 100% you. So here's where most people fall flat. Their content sounds like AI wrote it. It's too stiff, too polished, too robotic, and it doesn't sound like them. That's the problem, because people don't connect with perfect. They connect with real. So in this step, we're going to make your AI generated content sound like you, conversational, natural, and relatable. Let's turn those robotic sounding ChatGPT responses into something that actually feels human. Now, we have a goal here, which is to make ChatGPT your co-writer, not your ghostwriter. We'll use it to brainstorm and structure your ideas, but we'll infuse your tone, your personality, and your voice to every post, video, or caption. So, all right, let's start with what matters most, which is step number one. One, generate hooks that grab attention. So your hook is very important here. Because if you don't grab attention in the first 2 seconds, doesn't matter how good the rest of your content is, nobody's watching. Think of the hook as your scroll stopper. It's that first sentence that makes someone pause and go, wait, that's me. Now, here's what you ask ChatGPT. Give me 10 human sounding top hooks for topic. Mix numbers, hooks, myths, and questions. Keep them short and curiosity driven. That last part, curiosity driven, is key. You don't want ChatGPT to sound like a headline generator. You want it to sound like you're having a quick chat with your audience. Here are a few examples for our roofing topic. Dallas homeowners cheapest roof quote. Here's what you're really paying for. Before you pick the lowest roofing bid, watch this. 3 hidden costs inside cheap roof estimates nobody tells you. If your roofer didn't mention this, your cheap quote might double. Your insurance might cover it, but here's the catch. Notice the tone? It's short, it's punchy, which is so important, and it feels like conversation, not marketing. That's how you want every hook to sound. You can also ask ChatGPT to mix formats like hooks that start with questions, hooks that start with numbers, or hooks that start with pain points being the most powerful one, in my opinion. Try this follow up. Give me 5 question hooks, 5 contrarian hooks, and 5 number-based hooks for the same topic. That one command will give you variety, so you can test different styles and see what clicks with your audience. Now, I skipped a slide here. All right, I think that's yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. So once you got the hook, it's time to build the content around it. Here's what you'll say to ChatGPT next. Write a 90-second video outline with a strong hook, short story, 3 quick talking points, and a CTA that encourages a free estimate request. And just like that, ChatGPT will hand you a ready to record outline. For example, hook, cheapest roof quotes look good until year 2. Story, a client in Dallas saved $2,000 upfront but ended up paying $9,000 in repairs. Tips, check underlayment quality, warranty coverage, and insurance clauses. CTA, comment, checklist, and I'll send you my free roof bid comparison guide. Boom, that's your entire 90-second script done. And you can literally open your phone, glance at this outline, and record. No overthinking, no freezing on camera. And if you want to make it platform specific, just tweak the prompt. For example, make this a 45-second TikTok script with a strong visual hook at the start, or turn this into a 5-slide LinkedIn carousel outline with one idea per slide. Now, this is where the magic begins, because we're going to make it sound like you. Because ChatGPT can write structure really well, but tone, that's all you. So after you get your script or outline, tell ChatGPT, rewrite this in my tone, conversational, slightly casual, and I'm talking to a friend, not a reporter. And suddenly, everything softens. The stiff sentences turn into natural conversation, and you'll start seeing phrases like, let me show you what I mean. You won't believe how common this is. Here's what I'd tell any homeowner in Dallas. It starts to sound like something you'd actually say on camera. And here's a pro tip for you. Give ChatGPT an example of your writing or speaking tone. Say something like, here's how I usually talk to my clients: friendly, a bit direct, confident, but helpful. Rewrite all future outputs in this voice. Now, ChatGPT remembers your personality. Every future script, post, or caption will sound like you wrote it yourself. Please add micro CTAs. Here's something most people miss. Not every post needs a huge buy now call to action. In fact, the best performing posts often use what I call micro CTAs. These are small, natural prompts that get your audience to engage without the feeling of being sold to. For example, comment checklist if you want the full version. DM me the word roof and I'll send you the guide. Tap the link to see the real numbers. Share this if your neighbor needs to hear it. These micro CTAs do two things. They boost engagement and create soft lead signals. So when someone comments or DMs you, you instantly know this person's interested. Now, here's the final step here, which is we want to edit this live, and it's crucial. Don't just post your AI generated script as is. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Seriously, when you say it out loud, your ear catches what your eyes miss. If a line feels awkward or robotic, tweak it until it flows naturally. Sometimes all it takes is swapping you will with you'll or do not with don't. You'll notice the difference right away. Your words will feel lighter, smoother, and easier to say on camera. And that's what separates content that reads nice from content that connects. Bonus, the humanization prompt. Now, if you ever feel like ChatGPT is still a bit too perfect, here's a powerful prompt you can add at the end. Make this sound like a natural conversation between a local business owner and their customer. Add small pauses, friendly transitions, and everyday language. You'll be amazed of how authentic the tone becomes. Suddenly, it feels like you're sitting across the table from your viewer, not reading a script. All right? So now you got content ideas, your topic matrix, and scripts that sound just like you. But to stay consistent week after week, you need a simple way to keep everything organized and track what's working. And that's what we'll cover next: how to build your content system so it runs like clockwork. The biggest challenge isn't coming up with content, it's staying consistent, because we've all been there, right? You start strong for a week or two, and then boom, life happens, lines pile up, and suddenly you haven't posted in 10 days, which is a no go. That's why this step is all about turning your content ideas into a simple, repeatable posting system, one that doesn't burn you out and still keeps your business top of mind every single week. Let's break this down step by step. To build a lightweight, realistic 30-day content system that's easy to stick to and easy to scale, we're not going for a post every day. We're going to go for consistent visibility without chaos. Now, keep this as simple and sustainable. Set up your content cadence. Okay, that is our first point here. Because consistency beats intensity every single time. Here's a realistic cadence to start with: 3 short videos per week. TikTok Reels, YouTube Shorts, IG Reels, whatever. 1 long video per week. YouTube or Facebook Live. 2 LinkedIn posts per week. Case studies, proof posts, or insights. 1 email per week, which could be your newsletter, which is value driven or story based. That's already 30 plus content touch points per month. But here's the best part: it's not overwhelming. It's just enough to stay top of mind, attract leads, and build trust without spending all day posting. And if you're just starting out, cut that in half. You can always scale once you get rhythm. Remember, the goal isn't to post everywhere. The goal is to show up consistently where it matters. So I made a little schedule here. I think you can use this. This is pretty good. What else can I recommend you here? Okay. I want you to use this topic matrix, so you can create a 30-day content calendar, let's say for Dallas roofing contractors. Include dates like I did here. I don't have dates here, but you can include dates, platform, topic title, and CTA focused on booking an estimate, let's say. And ChatGPT will let you generate a ready to follow plan like this. Yeah, we put it here, nice and smooth. So you can use this with ChatGPT. It'll make this for you. And boom, your week is done. Got the format, the message, and even the call to action is already mapped out. So you just gotta, get that in there with your voice. All you have to do is follow this, record it, and post it. And you can get ChatGPT to obviously make longer plans. But this is just like a quick, easy 30-day content system, and it's super easy to execute. Now, here's where most people waste time. They post something great on one platform and then never use it again. But remember this rule. Let's go through this. All right. If a post performed well once, it can perform again in a new format. So instead of starting from scratch, ask ChatGPT, turn this. So you got to get your posts here. You got to take all the ones that performed well. And then you tell ChatGPT, turn this one long video, let's say, to a LinkedIn post, Instagram carousel, one short video script. Now, that one idea becomes instantly three things, and then it just multiplies. It's like a, flywheel effect. So the point here is that once you get ChatGPT to generate more content ideas to the initial source material, you got like three platforms covered without really reinventing anything. It's not about creating more content, it's about creating smart content. Now, once your content starts performing, even small wins, feed that data back into your system. Let's say one of your videos helped you close a deal or book a few leads. Don't keep that private. Turn it into content. You can say something like, last month, we booked 22 qualified leads in Dallas and 14 of them became paying clients. Then tell ChatGPT, rewrite my previous video script and post this with new proof included. What happens next? Your content now has credibility. It sounds real, it sounds earned, and it builds instant trust. Because when people see numbers, they stop scrolling. Numbers are proof, and proof sells better than promises. Finally, schedule and track. Once your content is ready, upload everything to your scheduler. Later, it could be later Notion or a simple Google Sheet. Every month, do a 10-minute reflection. Now, you also want to ask ChatGPT, here are my 10 most recent posts. Tell me which types perform best based on engagement and lead intent. Then plan my next 30 days using what worked. So if you follow this, AI just becomes your strategist here. If you follow the structure, even loosely, you'll never sit wondering, what should I post this week? Because AI will do it for you. Now, you'll have a system that works like a flywheel, like I mentioned earlier. You create, generate your content using ChatGPT, you post, follow your 30-day calendar, you monitor engagement, you track. So obviously, you monitor engagement and lead intent, learn, ask ChatGPT which types perform best, then improve for the next 30 days using what works. That's how you turn consistency. That's how consistency turns into momentum, and momentum turns into results. All right, so let's wrap this up. Because you've learned how to turn ChatGPT into your personal content engine, here's a quick recap of everything we covered. What is ChatGPT? How to generate buyer-focused ideas, how to multiply ideas into dozens, how to make content sound human, and how to build your 30-day content calendar that keeps you consistent and helps you repurpose fast. If you follow the system, you'll never stare at a blank page again. You'll have unlimited content ideas, all tailored to your audience, your business, and your goals. And most importantly, your content will stop being just content and start becoming a real lead generating system that runs 24/7. Now, before you go, if you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because I'll be dropping more step-by-step videos just like this, showing you how to use AI to grow your business faster. And if you'd rather skip the content grind and go straight to growth, I help business owners across the US and the world by delivering pre-qualified leads that actually convert. You can check the links in the description, book a quick call, and let's get your leads. Let's get your leads that pay, not just click. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.